TheEdgeOnAir.com, the greatest music you never heard. You're live 100% real with T.
And Coco.
Special edition. We have MaxSoul in the building,
Hey,
our Edge artist.
What's up?
You have a lot of things under your belt. You're an actor, you're a singer, songwriter.
Yeah. I write a lot of my own songs. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So what made you transition from like movies to hip hop?
Well, I was born in, Logan Square, and it was a big, I grew up with a crew called Phase 2, which is a big breakdance crew in Chicago. So when I was a kid, I started breakdancing when I was probably like 6 years old, trying to do headspins on sewer caps. And but I was always involved in hip-hop culture as a kid. My brother was a graffiti artist, and it was always around me. The music was always there, especially as a b-boy, like DJing, breakdancing, doing all that stuff. And I think I did my first play when I was in 5th grade, and then kind of started doing plays throughout high school. And during that time, I was doing like spoken word, so it was kind of like an easy transition into writing music. And then when I went to college, I studied acting full time. I went to Columbia College in downtown Chicago, and was doing plays during that time. And then I moved out to LA after college. So that's when I started working in television. And it took me a couple of years to kind of get my team together, my agent, manager, and once I started working, and it's been a lot of guest star roles and recurring roles on primetime shows, and once I got that together, it was kind of like I took some time off the music for a little bit, and I would say the past 6 months have been all music now. It's been working on this mixtape called Lucid Dreams, and the single is called Big Leagues featuring Kareem Gianni, and that's what we're pushing today.
Oh,
yeah.
What's so fun?
And I've heard that song, and I like it.
Do you? Good.
Yes.
Good.
I think you have a nice rap flow.
I appreciate that.
Kind of got your punts going on like Lil Wayne.
That's a good artist to be compared to.
Yeah.
He's definitely dope.
Yes, I liked it too. I was like, yes, I'm pumped right now.
Oh, good.
I was excited. I was excited. When I read about you, I was excited about this interview.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's love.
So, as far as like your movies, what movies have you been in?
It's actually been more television than it has been movies. I am currently hoping to work in the beginning of 2012, working with Wama Films on writing a script and hopefully shooting at the end of 2012. But that's all very preliminary right now. But it's been pretty much television, guest starring on shows. I did a recurring role on a show called Breaking Bad for AMC, which that show's been doing really, really well. Bryan Cranston, who's the star of the show, who was originally on Malcolm in the Middle, ended up winning 3 Emmys in a row for Best Actor, and that gave me a lot of opportunity. And I've been on shows from recently. I was on Off the Mat for ABC. I was on Blue Bloods for CBS. I did The Unit on CBS. I've been on Private Practice, ER, and then I shot a supporting role in a movie called Haywire that should be coming out in June of 2012, and that stars Gina Carano, who's the poster girl for MMA fighting. And she's surrounded by a bunch of stars like Michael Douglas, Antonio Banderas, Channing Tatum, and so that took me out to Spain for a couple of weeks, and we partied.
Nice.
We partied.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good
Sounds
time.
nice.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have more coming up with our Edge artist MaxSoul
Yeah.
on 100% Real with T and Coco. TheEdgeOnAir.com, the greatest music you never heard.
Yo, what's up? This your boy MaxSoul. This is my single Big Leagues featuring Kareem Gianni on TheEdgeOnAir.com. Yeah. Yeah. MaxSoul. MaxSoulInc.com. SoundX Entertainment. Yeah. Y'all ready? Alright, we're gonna do this. No, you never gonna stop me. Yeah. I told my mama that I would never lose. Wouldn't be home till I was stacking crews. Time, top of money, baby, we could clear the blues. Have you walking strong in some Louis V shoes. Cause you struggled so hard just to get me here. And it was so unclear, like a questionnaire. Living in them blocks surrounded by the prisoners. I could have been gone, like a missionary. But could have been just what I carry. But my word is born in this game, no vary. Eyes on the studio, the Latin Tyler Perry. Syndication like Seinfeld, Jerry. I want the crown like the king, Larry. I want my union with success, let's marry. Have a ball like a monster, Holly Berry. Eminem status, snatch your Oscar and a Grammy. Make way. No, you never gonna stop me. Cause we headed to the big leagues, the big league. Back down, make way. No, you never gonna stop me.
cause we headed to the big league. Yeah, yeah, I told my homies that I would bring it home. Wouldn't be back till I was holding gold. Statues in my hand, baby, no more packing chrome. Only magazines saying MaxSoul had blown. From the shy like my name was Michael Jordan. First place at the finish line, Jeff Gordon. No more driving to the mall, dog, now we boarding. Flight to them islands, these haters watching soaring. Yeah, I wanna party like a Mormon. I want my own line, F. Ralph Lauren. He ain't for the hood, cause the hood can't afford him. But they be killing for the polo like they Norman Bates. I grew up digging in the crates. Now I wanna eat crepes. Breakfast meeting with the greats. 3-course meals, baby, no more washing plates. I've been working overtime. I deserve a big break. Like, make way. No, you never gonna stop me. Cause we headed to the big leagues, the big leagues. So back down and make way. No, you never gonna stop me. Give me one more verse, baby. Yeah, 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 I am a dreamer and a believer. Add them both up, homie, that's an achiever. I am the center of the team, you a receiver. So play your part, hit the streets and push for your leader. I stays on the grind, you pause, breather. I'm from the shy, so cold, F a heater. Had the it factor, they spotted me, cheater. My ex despised me, so she made me leave her. She kept screaming, I don't really need her. Emotionally, all I ever do is beat her. Acting like I was like beating on Tina. She turned her back on me, FEMA. But I swing for the fences like Serena. Hit the road, grip the gravel like an effing beamer. Eyes on a dream, shot lights, have you seen her? I will not stop until her and I are teamed up. Yeah. On the first take, man, you never gonna stop me. Cause we headed to the big leagues, the big leagues. So back down and make way. I ain't playing with them today. No, you never gonna stop me. Cause we headed to the big leagues, the big leagues. Green Dione on the hip. Yeah. Chi-Town, MaxSoul, Big League, theedgeonair.com. Mixtape Lucid Dreams coming in December. Visit at MaxSoulInc.com. Yeah. Big up.
TheEdgeOnAir.com, the greatest music you never heard. You're live on 100% Real with T.
And Coco.
Special edition with our Edge artist, MaxSoul.
Yeah.
Man, I like that
I
song.
like that song.
I'm motivated.
It does. It motivates people. You basically, you telling them, you trying to get it to the top.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
You want to be A-list.
We want to play in the big leagues, yeah.
A-list celeb.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what's up.
I appreciate
Now,
that.
are you on iTunes by any chance?
I am. I do actually have 2 songs on iTunes. Yeah, you can just look up MaxSoul. I did one song's called Escape and another song's called Next to You. We didn't push them really hard just because they were songs that were initially to be put on certain like movies and projects and stuff like that, and so it was kind of like specifically for that. But they posted them on iTunes and they're on there, so if people want to check it out. But Big Leagues is actually a free download on my website, MaxSoulInc.com. If you go on there, you can download it for free, and I have all my information there, like for the show and everything else that's happening in the acting world and the music world as well.
So people compare you to artists like Kanye West and Lupe Fiasco. How do you feel about that? Because that's an honor to be compared to people that big, that's so far in their music.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes it comes from the fact that I'm from Chicago, and I think one of my strong points is my performance, and I really put a lot of effort into the shows that I do and try to make them as interesting as possible. Because when you're doing local shows and stuff like that, it's you just don't. Well, I try my best not to just go up there and rap. I try to bring in elements of hip hop and b-boying and DJing and try to make it something exciting. Always try to set the bar a little bit higher. You know what I mean? Even if it's a small budget, production, or if it's a big budget production, it's always about trying to just set the bar higher. It pushes people that go to see the shows, other artists, and it pushes us to, as Chicago artists, do better.
Who, growing up, who did you listen to? Who inspired you?
When it came to music, I liked a lot of the old cats too. I used to like Big L, Nas, Jay-Z, Big Pun. Who else? So many. There's just such a long list of hip hop artists. But it changes too. Throughout the years, styles change, and there's certain artists I respect, like the new cats that I like now, or you know, I love J. Cole.
I love him
he's
too. I
great.
seen him last summer perform. It was great.
Yeah, my brother just shot his concert. He's a photographer. I guess he was in town with B.O.B., Rihanna, and J. Cole was there, and I was out of town, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But J. Cole, Big Sean, I like. Who else? I like cats like, you know, underground cats. I don't even want to say underground because they have really big followings, but like Mac Miller's cool.
Yeah.
And who else? I like Drake too. Lil Wayne's dope. And so, you know, I try to listen to everything. I try to listen to everything because you got to stay relevant. You know, you can't just like sit around and just, you know, think that your music is like the best. And it's always about seeing who's doing so. I mean, you look at Jay-Z, his last album was amazing. You know, he's an older cat. He's been in the game for a long time, but he came out and it's just like, wow, really? Like, retaught all
It's
the
always
all the young
wow
guys.
with Jay-Z.
Yeah,
He
totally.
always brings it all the time.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah.
So when's the mixtape?
So the actual mixtape, it's called Lucid Dreams, and we hope to actually promote it here in Chicago in December. Yeah, so I'm doing a show July 13th to promote the single, which is Big Leagues that you guys are about to hear. So we're doing a show to promote that July 13th at the Abbey in Chicago. Doors open at 8 p.m. And we have a really cool lineup. We have Chi-Town Finest Breakers. They're going to do a special performance as well. And they're huge now. They were on the Oprah show, and they've been all around the country and world performing. And but we're there to promote the single, and then the actual mixtape will be done hopefully by December, and we'll be premiering it in Chicago too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chi-Town stand up.
You know it. That's
All
for
day.
sure.
I think Chi-Town, I think Chicago in general, they really do support their artists. There's so many artists here that trying to come up just like you are,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of support from people all over.
Yeah, I think within the past couple of years it's been that way, because, you know, you've seen a lot of artists like, you know, Kanye West, Lupe Fiasco, Common, you know, come out of Chicago and do really, really big things. And even on the acting side, man, we have a lot of Chicago actors that are doing really,
Yeah.
really, really good things. I have a good friend of mine, I'm actually giving her a plug now. She's, her name is Janina Gavinkar, and she's from Joliet, actually. They did a write-up on her at the Chicago Sun-Times yesterday. I grew up as an actor with her, and we moved out at the same time, and now she's a star on the show True Blood coming out this season. So, you know, it's just a perfect
That is
example
cool.
of, like, you know, Chicago people are doing really, really big things out in LA too. So I think it's really important. We need that, you know, because
Yeah.
it's such a talented town, and unfortunately, you know, if you don't get out of town, unfortunately, you know,
You don't get recognized.
You don't get recognized.
At
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
And it's never about, you know, sometimes, you know, I come back and, you know, you get those weird certain people, the haters kind of just like, oh, well, you know, he's out in LA now. And it's never like that. We're always out there. We're always repping Chi-Town. We know where we're from. And, you know, all the artistic ideas and everything that makes us who we are comes from Chicago, because this is where we're from. So it's really important for people to support local artists and continue to build.
Well, thank you for coming,
Yes, thank you so much for having
sitting
me.
down with us.
I appreciate that. Tea and Cocoa are the truth.
We are all the time,
We
Yeah.
keep it 100%. 100% real.
with the tea and the cocoa.
All right, and if you want to know more, catch up with MaxSoul. Tell us again.
Yes.
All
Please just go to MaxSoul Inc. MaxSoulinc.com. I have everything on there, all the music stuff, all the acting stuff, all the contact information, including Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube, all that good stuff. So that's the place to go, MaxSoulinc.com. Thank you so much for having me. I love the edgeonair.com, and peace and love to Tea and Cocoa. They're the truth.